What if I told you combining all of your social media links into one link could be super easy and look very good and just be your all-in-one landing page for you as a content creator, a brand, or even an influencer or a business? If that's something you're interested in, then stay tuned because we've got something really cool for you guys today. What's going on, guys? Chad here from How To Tech, the channel dedicated to helping you take your tech to the next level. And today's video is sponsored by Willow by Streamlabs, the all-in-one link in bio for creators, brands, and influencers. And essentially, it's one link that you can customize the page of and add all of your different links in. So you could add your Facebook account, your Twitter account, your Twitch account, your YouTube account, any page that you want to, and even your own website. And you can customize them, and there's some other really cool features as well. And you simply just have this one Willow link. They click on it and they get a bio and information about your business, brand, or you as an influencer, and they can click on any of those other things. No longer do you have to go out and get a domain, set up your own website, and have a bunch of coding experience, or even have to deal with some of those drag and drop web builders with a bunch of different ads and stuff built inside of it. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to have that experience anymore. You can use the drag and drop builder inside of Willow that is super easy and intuitive, and you can get something looking really professional up in a matter of minutes. And we're going to cover all the features inside of it and show you how easy it is to use. So without further ado, let's jump over to the computer. All right, so now we're over at the computer and we're on Willow's website. We'll just take a quick gander at the main page before we go ahead and jump into the backside to start editing the How To Tech page, because that's our assignment for today. We're going to show you guys the features and set up our own page for us to start using, because I think it's going to be great to be able to remove 15,000 different social media links in the bio of every YouTube video, in the descriptions of just, you know what I mean? It can get tiring having to copy and paste all of these. And I have to say, I don't look forward to having to go to find the links to do this video, but that's great because once I've done this video, I don't have to do it anymore. I've done it many times of where I set up a new account with something else and they're like, hey, do you want to link your social medias? And I'm like, yeah, let me go find my links for everything. And this is going to take that away 100%. You're just going to have one link that has all of it together, and it's going to make you so happy. I can promise you. It's a really cool thing. So in the top right hand corner, we can see essentially what this looks like. And once again, the all-in-one link in bio for creators, brands, and influencers. And we have multiple links all in one place. Really cool. We also have a unique tip panel through PayPal, and it's a really cool feature. We can even go ahead and add messages there. So you can see somebody said, thank you, you've sent $50 to this person. So really cool. Somebody can say, hey, thanks for your information in your video where you guys' business is really awesome. Here's $5 extra or whatever. People can tip you through this really awesome feature that they've added, and even designed page templates. So if you don't have any design experience, you can get a really cool looking page without hardly any time invested. Really cool. We even have 3 more creators down here that Ludwig seems to be using his for social media, and Jesse James West seems to be a fitness guy or bodybuilder, and you have the ability to tip him, check out his social media pages. He's got his own programs on his own website that you could go to, and even check out his merch and much more. And we've got Paul Schreier over here, which is using it to link to his Discord, his website, I believe his email, a podcast, and even some of his merch. So you can see how these could be very useful for you to give one link, and then somebody that may not know who you are can click on it and go to the social media platform that they're interested in checking out your content on. So really cool. Let's go ahead and jump over to my dashboard and get started with creating the How To Tech Willow page. Okay, so now we're over on our page, and let's go over a few things so you guys can get a view for how this is all set up. On the right hand side here, we have our preview, which lets us preview it on mobile devices, tablets, and desktop computers. And we can even click this link here and it will link out to our page, and we can see ours is currently blank at the moment. We're going to change that today. Our My Page gives us the ability to start adding links to our Willow page. The design page gives us the ability to add our own logo, set our link for our profile, add a bio. With Willow Pro, we can go ahead and remove the logo and branding of Willow if we wanted to. And we even have set themes that are already set up. Some of these are free and some of them are paid with the Pro membership. If you want to check that out, you can do so. I'll go ahead and link to the Pro membership so you guys can go ahead and take a look at that if you're interested. There are quite a few features and we're going to be talking about all of those today. We can also see that we can create our own theme if that's something we want to do. We're not going to do that right now. And we even have the ability to view analytics, and analytics are great. And this is once again a pro feature. This is going to track the total links. We can even track donations through Willow. We can see the locations of where people are coming and viewing our Willow link from, and we can even see the devices that they're using and the click-through rates and all of that stuff, and see where people are coming from in the first place. So we can see that they are coming from currently just straight from Willow, but if you wanted to put this on Twitter, you could see where they're coming from Twitter as well, and just all of your other social medias, which is really cool. So let's go back to the My page and let's go ahead and get started with adding some buttons. To add a button, all we need to do is go up to link and go ahead and type in what we want the title of our link to be. So I'm going to start out with YouTube. And if we click off that, we can see that there's been no button added yet. That's because we need a link added. So I've copied my YouTube link and I'm going to go ahead and paste it in here. And we can see that immediately shows up. And if we wanted to add a subtitle, like a call to action, for example, would be great here. You could say subscribe to HTT if we wanted to do that, and it'll pop up here. For me, I think that's a little self-explanatory with YouTube link. We obviously always want you guys to subscribe, but if you had something a little bit more not as obvious as what it is, say your own website or say a different website that's not as mainstream, you could put a little bit of information about it before somebody clicks on it. That might be a little bit more engaging to them and they might decide to click it. So we've went ahead and added our YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and add the Twitter for How To Tech. So I've copied that link as well, and we're going to paste that in. And now we have YouTube and Twitter. Don't worry about the design right now. We're going to go ahead and jump to that after we get done with this. So let's add the How To Tech website now. So website, and paste in that link. And now we have the YouTube, the Twitter, and the website for How To Tech. And that took just literally seconds, as long as you have the links on you already. And we'll come back to these integrations through PayPal and Twitch. Actually, let's go ahead and do those now because they are very easy to do as well. So I'm going to go ahead and link Twitch. And whenever you click on it, if you haven't linked it already, all you'll have to do is go ahead and authorize that. Let's go ahead and link a PayPal now. So all you need to do to link your PayPal is go ahead and enter the PayPal email address that you want it sent to. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that and then click link, and that's all you have to do there as well. And we're done with both of those. And as you can see, that was super, super easy. We've got a Twitch. Check out Chad's stream here. I went ahead and already added this title and subtitle, that is. And we even have a support or tips. So there may be the possibility that you want to reorganize these based on priority for yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and actually move the tips down below the website and my personal Twitch that's linked down below that, because to me they're not as high of a priority as actually getting people to the content that I make, which is what these other websites are for. Now you may notice that below this we have two other options: the add your favorite charity, we'll talk about that in just a second, and then we have the ability to add social icons. And you might not be able to see it because my camera is slightly in the way, but I'll pull it up here. And if we go down here to the bottom, we can actually add social media icons that show up down here. So if I select one for, say, like YouTube, and we select that, we can see that the YouTube icon pops up, and all you would have to do is copy your YouTube link and paste it in here, and that will update to a link that's clickable and take somebody to your YouTube page. So that's really easy, and I'm going to go ahead and do that for Twitter and probably Twitch as well for myself. So we'll go ahead and just paste these in. As you can see, very simple, easy to do, and takes hardly any time. Also, just like up here with these buttons, how we can rearrange these, we can do that as well with these social icons down here on the side. I'm going to go ahead and full screen this again, and we're going to talk about charity. So Streamlabs now has the integration with this to essentially take Streamlabs charity and the different charities that are signed up through this and be able to enable you to take donations directly through your Willow account through these charities. So you can click on this and look through this list and find a charity you feel like supporting the cause of, and you can add them simply by clicking this dial right here. And I'll click that, and I'll move this back over so it's a little bit more visible for you guys to see. And I'm going to pull the web page down too, so that page kind of extends. And we can see that we have our logo, our username, and then we have all these buttons, and we even have these social media icons down here that you could click on. And we also have the information about the charity that we decided to support on our page. So we can actually go ahead and view information about the charity there and have the option to go ahead and donate to that charity directly on our page. So if that's something you want to go ahead and enable and add to yours, you can definitely go ahead and do that, and it's super easy to do. So now that we've added all of our content to our page, let's go ahead and start designing. So up here at the top, we have the ability to add a profile picture. Simply click pick an image and find the image that you would like to use. If you have Pro membership, you can go ahead and disable the Willow branding. That will remove it from the bottom down here, if we can see that. So we can see that it's not there right now, and you can add it back. And if you wanted to remove it and add your own logo, you could do that as well. I'm gonna go ahead and find one of my logos and upload it to show you guys. So as you can see, we've added our own image down here at the bottom, and it kind of blends in. Don't worry about that. We're gonna go ahead and mess with our themes in just a second and make it pop and look awesome. Let's go ahead, and if you haven't already, go ahead and give yourself a profile name. This will dictate the link that you'll end up having for your page. So currently mine is wlo.link /@howtotech. And if you made yours really long, then it would be a really long link. So I would suggest trying to find something that is either relative to the brand that you're using or the name that you plan on using, and going ahead and getting it before other people try to do so. Go ahead and get ahead of that curve. Our bio is a great place to sell ourselves. You know, this is somebody clicked on the link, and this is a great place to tell them why they should click on all of the other links you have there, or at least checking out some of your other stuff. So be sure to go ahead and sell yourself inside of this bio, or at least let people know what you're about. And after you've done that, go ahead and click on update, and it'll update here. So I'm not really, I think the colors are pretty good. Personally, I'm not loving this for How To Tech. I want to go for a little bit more of a darker background with maybe some darker text, but we'll mess with that in just a second, because we're going to be talking about themes now. So the themes, there are some free ones, and if you want to go pro, there are quite a bit more options to go ahead and choose from. And another perk of the Pro membership is we can actually create our own theme, and it has animations and quite a bit of other stuff in it, and we'll take a look at that in just a second. But I do want to showcase how we could really change this up, and some of this stuff might look a little bit better. For me, the text is a little bit hard to read on this background, so I would probably change it to something else. This blue whale looks like it would be a pretty simple one, but I'm just not loving that aesthetic. I would probably change mine to something a little bit different. This right here definitely stands out. That's a pretty solid theme. But for me, I want to go ahead and make my own theme. So once again, this is a big perk of the Pro membership, is you can go ahead and really make yours stand out and fit the branding that you want to go with. So we have quite a few options here, and this is the reason why I waited to do this, is because stuff like the buttons, we're going to be able to preview now with all of our buttons on our page, and it's going to be something that we want to be able to do. So let's go ahead and find a background. So we can upload our own image if we wanted to. I don't want to. I want to use some of these different motion backgrounds or animated backgrounds that they have, because they've got quite a few cool ones. And let's see. We got sliders, we got a revolving gradient, and we just got a linear gradient. I think the linear gradient's probably what I want to go with, if I'm being honest. And we're probably going to pull this down pretty dark. Yeah, I'm trying to get the blue to kind of match the How To Tech colors, which is kind of right around in there. And I want this to be as dark as possible. And I'm just going to adjust this back and forth to wherever I get to where I think this is what I want. So I am kind of liking it right there. I think that looks pretty good. And I like this background, but I'm not a fan of these buttons. I just don't like the way they look. They're too boxy, too standard. So let's take a look at some of the options. There's some wavy looking buttons, which look pretty cool. We've got some dynamically moving buttons. These are a little bit different. I kind of like these. And I'm just going to kind of go through here and see which ones I think look the best. Like I said, it just comes down to your design style and what you like. So for me, I actually like these probably the most right here. I think these look pretty cool. Or these are, they're a little busy. They're a little too busy for what I like. So I like these. I'm going to go with these, but I do want to change that color again. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get closer to a How To Tech blue. And if you do know the hex value of that color, you can just paste that in there. So if you currently have branding and you've got that information from, say, like a graphic designer or somebody that you pay to do your graphics in the past, you could just go ahead and paste that in and be done. So we've got the buttons, we've got the background, we've got the social media links, and we got the page looking pretty much the way we want it. But, you know, there's one thing sticking out to me that maybe I want to change, and that's font. If you know anything about me, I do graphic design, and I'm just not liking this font. So let's go ahead and just kind of look through these fonts. I'm actually trying to see if I find something that I'm used to seeing, and we can see that we have the ability to also adjust these for the different sections. So this one's currently adjusting the title. We can adjust the bio and even the buttons and the button subtitles as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just mess with these a little bit and try to find something that I think looks pretty cool. So I went ahead and picked out some fonts, and I think I found a good balance of design aesthetic for me. I like the Rubik for a little bit more of a bold look, and then I thought the PT Sans looks pretty clean and legible. So that's something I like. And also, once again, you could go ahead and adjust some other stuff like the bio and the color of all this text. So if we wanted to change the color of the How To Tech text, we could, and even the text of the bio and the buttons. I'm actually kind of fine with everything except for this, which is the button subtitle. I don't like this one being gray, and I actually don't think I really like it being white. So I'm going to go ahead and go through here and try to see if there is something else that we could use as a color that I think stands out, but looks good. And I actually kind of like that. I like the little subtle cyan looking color, but maybe we could try like a purple for Twitch. And no, that's just not going to work because it just looks really bad on that cyan color blue, or lighter shade of blue behind it. But yeah, so that is how easy it is to go ahead and get this set up to looking really professional with very few clicks. And as we can see right here at the bottom, we currently have our logo standing out and looking really, really good. The last thing you'll need to do is simply go to the bottom right hand corner and save theme, because we are now done. Once you're done with that, click back to all themes, and then we can click on preview your page to go to your Willow page. And I have to say, this link right here is giving a ton of functionality, as you can see. This one Willow link is linking to our YouTube, our Twitter, our website. We could even add our merch page. You can donate through PayPal via this link, and we can even check out my own personal live stream. And if I was streaming right now, it would be embedded on this page. Not to mention, we have the social media icons down here, which look super clean. And once again, our own branding down here. If we went for the pro membership and wanted to turn off Willow's and use our own, we definitely can do that as well. To show you guys how cool this is and how well it's working, I'm just going to go ahead and click on all of these things so we can see that it links out to all of our pages. And there is a reason I didn't click on the support me, because this is going to take us to the tip page, and we can see that we can enter amount, select the currency that we use, and even add our name and a tip message and donate via PayPal. Once again, this is super clean, really easy to use, and really awesome. I'll go ahead and link Willow in the description down below for you guys to go ahead and take a look at. So all right guys, that's going to be all for this video. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. Go ahead, destroy that like button, get subscribed, and turn on notifications for future videos from How To Tech. This has been Chad, helping you take your tech to the next level, and I will see you in the next video. Peace. If you want to check out some of our other videos, you can do so right over there. And if you want to be like these lovely people down below, then think about becoming a YouTube member today. Members get early access to videos, discounts on merch, badges, emotes, and much, much more. Thank you guys so much for supporting How To Tech.